What makes Mr. Pena a good teacher is that it's really, really evident how passionate he is, not only about what he teaches, but about his students too. Like, you can really tell that he really believes in every single one of us and is willing to put in all the effort he needs to, whether that means like staying after school for hours doing review sessions or putting together these awesome projects that really get us engaged into the content that we're learning.
Aside from just educating us, he's really there for all of us, and I think that's what makes him a better teacher.
So Pena loves teaching world history as a whole. We see that in class, we see that even outside of class with the jokes that he makes, but we really got to see it for ourselves on the day of the exam. We were all sitting in the commons ready to leave the building, and he came in, and rather than just saying like good luck and then leaving, he gave us a whole speech on like, you have to know the world, otherwise like that's how you become a good citizen, to know about the world, know our history. And it's really inspirational because he enjoys teaching the class, he enjoys tutoring us individually or just as a whole, and for him to say something like, rather than like forcing on us saying you just have to pass the exam because it's for school, the fact that he tied it into the real world, that in order for us to be a good citizen, we must know history. That's what motivated me the most to actually study and try on that exam.
To me, Mr. Pena is the greatest teacher ever because he really has a passion for history, and that passion transcended to me and to every student. And so with his passion, I learned so much, and he kind of like implanted this seed for learning in me, and I really want to, learn about history even more. And he made passing the AP test and taking this hard class so much easier.
He's a really great teacher. He enjoys what he does. He's really passionate about history, and then his personality also makes it more fun.
Because of Mr. Pena, AP World History has been a class that's been like one of my most favorite that I've taken throughout this whole year and actually like forever. And that's mostly because of like his interesting way of explaining history as if it's like a story. And the knowledge that I've gained from his class has been extremely invaluable to me because it's helped me better understand the modern issues that we're facing today.
He does so much to help us succeed and pass the exam and just overall do well in life. And I really appreciate that.
He's very nerdy, he's very sweet, he's very loving, he's sensitive. He's really overall a great person.
So Mr. Pena is a great AP World History teacher and AP History teacher overall because he transmits his passion for history to all the students, encouraging us to watch documentaries and further our learning to further deepen the love for history and help us not only in the AP exam but for our future.
When we come into his classroom every day, he just has a smile on his face and he's just eager for us to learn whatever it is he's teaching, no matter what period we're in world history, to be exact. He just always comes in with a good mood and he's very passionate about it.
We would stay for 2 hours after school, and he would not only like lecture or give us worksheets, but he would like have world history games that relate to history and like let us play them while like we're having fun while we're learning.
He's really passionate about what he does. Like, you can obviously tell he freaks out and nerds over like the little things, but it's important.
One of my favorite memories of Pena is during class we were learning about the civil service examinations that they did in China, and we learned about how difficult they were for peasants and how like only the elites got to actually pass them. And I made a joke saying it sounds like the AP exam because like all of us were scared of like not passing it. But instead of just laughing at us and just letting it go, Pena turned it into an encouragement, saying then you must all be elites because you're trying so hard, and I know you guys are gonna pass. So that's something that I love about Pena, is how encouraging he is, because he loves what he teaches and he loves us as students, and I think he's the only teacher I know who's like heart set on getting us to pass that exam, and that means a lot to me.
When a teacher puts that much effort to connect with the students and bond with them, it makes it a lot easier to learn.
And aside from academics, I can personally say that Mr. Pena has been there for me, like for everything else that I ever needed to go to just an adult for.
There's great teachers at the YWA, but Pena, he just gives us his time and he gives us his energy. No matter how he's feeling, he just wants, the best for us.
The way he teaches it makes it less hard on me because he's fun with it.
Thank you, Mr. Pena, for forever changing my life.
Thank you for caring for us like no other teacher has.
Thank you for making us feel loved.
Thank you, Mr. Pena, for showing me the story and history and supporting me throughout this year.
Thank you, Mr. Pena, for letting me be so sassy towards you and in your class.
Thank you, Mr. Pena. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Pena, for always showing us how much you care and always trying to make learning world history fun, even though we might not always want to.
Thank you, Mr. Pena, for putting so much hard work into your class and helping your students succeed.
Thank you, Mr. Pena, for making me the history nerd I am today.
Thank you, Mr. Pena, for giving me strength and knowledge.
Thank you, Mr. Pena. You've inspired us.
And you've made history fun.
Thank you, Mr. Pena!